Welcome to Stories for Lip Reading. If you haven't used our website before, we suggest you look at our How to Use page before you begin. We hope you enjoy this short story, which is called Physical Jerks by Sherry Turner. It has been filmed in 2 episodes. Here is episode 1. Physical Jerks by Sherry Turner. Ruth felt far too old to be grunting and sweating like this. What had she been thinking? It was all very well saying that age shouldn't be a barrier, but there had to be limits. Young, firm flesh was an entirely different prospect from the flabby, wrinkled vastness that the unforgiving mirror reflected back to her. How much longer was this going to last? Surely it must be nearly over. It felt like she'd been at it for ages. Ruth checked the electronic screen. 5 minutes? Her schedule said she should pedal for at least 10, and that was only the warm-up. She gritted her teeth and pushed on. Ruth hadn't wanted to join the stupid gym. She was more of a cup of tea and cake in front of the telly sort of woman. The membership had been a present from her well-meaning daughter, a 1-month trial to see how she got on. "Come on, Mum," Becky had said. "You're always saying how you want to get fit, shake off a bit of that middle-aged spread. What have you got to lose?" Well, her dignity for one, Ruth thought, as she panted and puffed through the 6th minute. Her husband Graham had grinned when Ruth had told him about the gym. "You?" he'd said. "You'll never keep that up." "There's no need to be so disparaging," Ruth had replied. "I'm not completely useless." Graham had taken her in his arms. "I'm sorry," he'd said. "Of course you must give it a try if you want to. It's just, well, I thought you'd find it boring. It's hard to stick at exercise unless you can find something you like." As Ruth watched the display tick over to 10 minutes, she knew that he was right. No matter what good intention she had, no matter how Becky nagged or encouraged, she was never going to keep this up. She hated being there. She hated the monotony of it. And she hated the mocking display that showed in calories how little she had achieved. Ruth dismounted and picked up her water bottle. She wouldn't be coming back. "So what about your party?" Julie was Ruth's best friend, despite being a size 8. She was always the practical one. "I thought you wanted to drop a bit of weight so you could get into something nice," she continued. "You're not 50 every day, you know." Ruth did know, and she was grateful for it. She wasn't looking forward to being 50 once, never mind over and over again. The party that Becky and Graham had insisted on was only a few months away. The limp, low-calorie salad that she had chosen for lunch lay untouched as she watched the mayonnaise ooze from Julie's extra-large deli sandwich. "Oh, maybe it's too late," Ruth said. "Maybe I'm meant to be like this. We can't all be thin." "No," said Julie, "but we can all be the best we can be. There must be something you can find that you'd enjoy." And she left it at that. The implication that Ruth hadn't really tried very hard was hovering in the air.